America.
Yeah.
Now that the passing jet that is defending our freedom has passed, what do we got today, boss?
Well, today we got Pee Wee Herman on Broadway. The HBO special from, I believe it was 2010 or 2011. We don't have a box for it because they didn't actually release it, as far as I know. But we have HBO, so we watched it on HBO.
So we watched it on the HBO. So,
Yeah.
HBO, so.
This one is really weird. It was really fucking weird.
It was good. It was very good, high quality production.
Mm-hmm.
Until they had a lot more money to spend than the last time they did an HBO special.
Yeah. The set looked amazing.
Mm-hmm.
It looked exactly like the Playhouse. Like,
Just condensed.
yeah, it was a little bit condensed.
Now, of course, we're not just saying that it looks better just because it's in high definition, but
It just looked really good.
it just looked really like a lot of detail was put into everything, and just little things, lights and stuff.
Mm-hmm. They did a good job for condensing it to, just one open set.
Mm-hmm.
There was no change or anything. They had pretty much everything that was important, except for seems like the phone booth and the kitchen.
Was just a little bit different.
Yeah, the main things that were missing.
But you can only put so much into a certain spot, and they had to pick and choose with what they're going to interact with.
Yeah, they basically just had the living room.
And that was okay, because the living room was good. One thing that was missing, which was sad, was the dog chair.
Okay, I don't know that.
And
So,
for those who haven't seen Pee Wee's Playhouse, there was they had a second chair that Cowboy Curtis always used. It's the dog chair. That literally a chair that's a dog. It's like a chase lounge, but it's a dog. So, cast was great. I really wish they could have brought back Lawrence Fishburne to play Cowboy Curtis.
yeah. It was Phil
That's kinda
Lamar in
sad.
this one, and he did okay. He played it a little different.
Mm-hmm.
But he's a funny guy. Phil Lamar is a very funny guy. So,
And the only original cast members was, I think, the person who played Jambi, correct?
mhm.
Looked like him. Pee Wee, obviously himself, and the young lady who played Miss Yvonne.
Yeah.
What's her name?
I don't Chammy something.
I don't know. But
And Penny. That's the same.
same character, same voice.
For Penny's cartoons.
So it was. The cast was all really well. I didn't like that they had to have a different King of Cartoons. I don't know. Maybe the guy's dead. Maybe the guy passed away who played him originally. But there was some new characters added. The mailman was not Rita the mail lady anymore.
No.
It was
Mailman
a gentleman.
Steve.
And who's the other characters?
Sergio.
Sergio was a new one. He replaced the Tito character.
And he was great.
Yeah, he really was.
He was probably the best part of this whole thing, in my opinion.
Let's see, what other characters were there? What am I missing? Cowboy Curtis,
The Bear.
the Bear, who's played by. We really should have got our notes together on this.
And Drew Powell played Bear. And Mr. Window. He also did the voice of Mr. Window.
So, who was it that played Fireman Steve? Or Fireman, whatever his name is. Fireman, whatever. Because that guy looked really familiar.
Josh Myers.
Josh Myers, yes.
He was on Mad TV. Uh, oh, he's in the next one that we're going to be watching too. He's been in a lot of stuff. So,
let me see where I know him from.
Hold on. Bruno. Date movie. Oh! That 70 Show.
Yeah. He
played Randy.
He played Randy in That 70 Show. Yes, thank you. That's been bugging me the whole time we've been watching this.
Which, from what I've read, is apparently one of the most hated characters ever.
Oh yeah.
I never saw the last season of That 70 Show. I only saw it through like season 4. So I don't know this.
Yeah.
But apparently it was bad.
It was, yeah. I mean, it was an interesting story development, but yeah, everybody pretty much hated him. So, but that's not what we're here to talk about. We're talking about Pee-wee on Broadway. Woohoo! One of the biggest gripes I had about this was, and I kind of understand why they did this, because not everybody would have seen the original stage production that Pee-wee's Playhouse is based on from like 1982, 1983, whatever. And that is they recycled the same story again. They just changed up a few details with it. But two of the main storylines, there's really pretty much 3 storylines, but 2 of the main ones were the same. Even when they brought the pen pal letters in, those were the exact same letters from the original show.
And my God, they were racist. Like, oh my God, they were racist.
Yeah. I understand it back in the day, but
yeah,
the fact that they got away with it this time, again, is just a testament to show how much people love Pee-wee.
Well, what stories were the same? Because I don't remember the original. I know we watched it
and reviewed
it, but it was like last year. And
Pee-wee's wish was to fly.
Oh yeah.
And the love
story.
But it's with Miss Yvonne and Captain Carl. But whereas this time it's Cowboy Curtis. But that is because Phil Hartman was murdered.
Yeah.
And he couldn't come back to do this one.
Yeah. That's
but I mean,
right.
even the dialogue was the same.
That probably, I thought that it seemed familiar to the original in a lot of ways. I thought that the wish for flying I was like, didn't they do this already? But I wasn't sure because I just couldn't remember. And I wasn't putting together the love story thing because it was a different person, But it explains a lot because this one felt forced. I think that's the best way I can describe it. It didn't seem fresh. Like, none of the jokes were fresh. They all felt forced. They all kind of fell flat. And that kind of explains it because they were just making the original again and just changing some things, and that's why it felt that way. I think that explains to me why it felt that way, because it just, nothing felt spontaneous. The first one had a lot of energy. Everything felt fresh. It felt like he was just making everything up on the spot. This one felt very scripted. Way too much. Like, even the timing, like, I could see the timing of stuff, like, oh, we have to do this now. And they just, like, leave in the middle,
Even Zombie's hands, the gag with Zombie's hands was the same.
Yep.
Now, but there was some new adult humor jokes, which was nice.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it touched, to where it was for everybody. And the idea with the shoes, making the footprint shoes, and how he's working on barefoot printed shoes. But they never even, they were just kind of a passing gag. They didn't I thought that's what they were going to go with. What was going to be the main story with it. which was a little disappointing.
That would have been an interesting main story too. But it just, yeah. It didn't feel like there was a real story in this.
Mm-mm.
It was like, oh, I want to be able to fly. Oh, there's a love story. But it didn't feel, it felt like a bunch of smaller gags just put together for one long thing. It felt like a Family Guy episode.
It really did. That was, I was thinking that too.
Yeah.
With the balloon gag, it's like that's straight out of Family Guy. That was something that they would do.
The 2 minutes of yelling.
Yeah.
You know, just stuff like that. It didn't feel cohesive at all. It felt very random.
But positive thing is there was a lot of up-to-date references, joke references.
Mm-hmm. Even though some of them felt not necessarily dated, because at the time they wouldn't have been dated, but they feel very dated now, and not in a good way, not necessarily in a good way. Like the up dog joke, I was like, yeah, that was popular for about 3 months. Mm-hmm. I remember that.
But the funny thing was when they introduced the new character, ShamWow, the towel.
I love that. Okay, I loved that. I'm not even gonna lie. I wish that they could have gotten Vince Offer to come in and do the voice for that. That would have been hilarious.
Yeah, it would have.
But I'm pretty sure that he was in jail at the time.
And then they killed him off, so he didn't last very long.
Yeah.
And when he came back as a ghost, did you notice that he had X's over his eyes? Mm-hmm. That was so funny. But that was just about all that was funny.
Yeah.
What was with the dance duet with Cherry and Pee Wee?
Yeah, that was weird. It felt like they were trying to force a love story between Cherry and Pee Wee, and there's so much wrong with that. Mm-hmm. If I had a week, I couldn't begin to even describe all the things wrong with it. Yeah, it was pretty awful. I think my personal favorite joke out of the whole thing was the really, really casual one where Pee Wee said, "Let me pick up those names that you just dropped."
Yeah.
That cracked me up. Said that's King Friday. Or King Friday?
King of Cartoons.
King of Cartoons.
Exactly. I don't know.
King Friday? This is not Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood.
Here.
Thank you.
There's that name.
That's supposed to stay in my pocket. Yeah, but yeah, that joke was pretty funny to me. I got a good laugh out of that.
It was a hearty chuckle. So.
Yeah. But again, that was pretty much it. That was pretty much the only time I really laughed.
So
this one is just, it exists, but in my opinion, it's not really worth watching. Just my opinion.
If you've never seen the original stage production, find that instead. But if you can't find it and you haven't seen it, this is not it's not bad. If you had never seen the first one, it's not bad. Again, it feels forced. It doesn't feel as spontaneous. But if you haven't seen the original one, then the jokes are going to be funny. They're going to be funnier jokes if you hadn't already seen them 30-something years ago, 35 years ago.
Yeah.
But that being said, if you are a Pee Wee fan, at least give it a shot one time. It's worth at least one watch. If anything, for what was his name, the electrician, his friend.
Jesse something. Yeah, Jesse Garcia, I think. Something like that. I may be wrong on that. I'm probably wrong on that because that sounds almost racist that I pulled that name just off the top of my head. So, yeah, let's... No, that's actually right. Jesse Garcia. Wow.
That's the character's name or the actor's name?
That's the actor's name, Jesse Garcia. He plays Sergio.
Sergio. Okay.
Yeah.
If anything,
he is funny. He is really funny.
Sergio is probably the best part of the whole show.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so with that, I'm going to say this was not good. It really wasn't. I was really disappointed. I think Big Top Pee-wee was better than this. And I didn't like Big Top Pee-wee.
I would agree with that, but I love Big Top Pee-wee. If it weren't for the fact that Pee-wee's Big Adventure had the amazing Elizabeth Daily in it, Big Top Pee-wee would be my favorite. Because I don't know, something about it I just really like. I really liked. But there you go. This one, yeah. I'm sorry, it's not good. It's just, it's really, really not good. I hope that this isn't a vision of what's to come, because we still have one more, and I hope that it's not just older Pee-wee, that older Paul Reubens that just doesn't have it anymore. I hope that his movie on Netflix is going to be really, really good. I hope this was just a one-off, really bad performance.
And I would like to see him come back and actually do fresh material on stage. Have it be adult humor and not just some innuendos thrown out every once in a while, but like actual,
which,
like,
by the way,
for adults.
By the way, there were a lot of innuendos in this one. I will say that, like, a lot more than usual.
Mm-hmm.
Like why was there a fireman stripper in this? What was that all about? And why was there an orgy when the lights were out?
I don't know. That's about as adult as it got.
Yeah, we didn't talk about that because I don't know what to say about it. But there is a possible orgy on stage between animatronic things and people, and I don't want to think about it. It's just something you have to see.
I think they took a page out of Dane Cook and played "Let's Turn the Lights Out" and "Guess Who's in My Mouth."
Yeah.
So.
But it happened, so it was weird. But anyway, yeah.
Give it at least one shot, because I mean, form your own opinion on it, but maybe skip over it. It's up to you. If you got an hour and a half to kill, cool. If not, you're not missing much.
Yeah.
Go back and find the original one. It's available on DVD, and you can probably find it pretty cheap. So.
Yeah.
Plus, that one had mirror shoes, which was great.
Yeah.
So, thanks for watching. Blessed be.